What's going on, everyone? I'm the OPJellicent, and today I'm going to be building a competitive Galarian Darmanitan team for Pokemon Sword and Shield OU. Then I will be hopping on the Pokemon Showdown ladder to test out the team, make improvements, and you can find the final version of it down below in the description if you want to try it out yourself. Really quickly, in case you aren't familiar with how Galarian Darmanitan works, Guerrilla Tactics is basically Choice Band within an ability, so when you stack that with another Choice Band, you get a 2.25 multiplier to all of your physical attacks, which makes it insanely strong. The one drawback, obviously, is that you have to lock into the first move you choose to use. Another drawback is because you aren't running Choice Scarf, the speed tier is not that great, so it should come as no surprise that the best way to run Choice Band Galarian Darmanitan is alongside Sticky Webs, and there are some great Sticky Web setters in the Galar region. Ribombee is a thing, Galvantula is also an option. There's also a new Pokemon, it's called, I think, Orbeetle, yeah? But I wouldn't opt for this just because its utility is not that great from what I've heard, and its offensive stats are pretty sad, so I'm just going to go with Ribombee and make it a really offensive team. Let's go ahead and run Sticky Webs. What Ribombee allows me to do as well is run Stun Spore for additional speed control. Unfortunately, Hidden Power Fires, or Hidden Power in general, is not a thing, so I can't run that for Fairthorn. I guess I'll just go with Dual Stab, like, there's not really a better option right now. Bug Buzz plus Moonblast, and then yeah, we'll go with the Shield Dust, prevents Fake Out flinches from random Pokemon, and then we can just run Focus Sash to ensure we live one hit with the max special attack and max speed. So Galarian Darmanitan under Sticky Webs should be able to do a lot of work just because it'll basically outspeed everything unless they're immune. For example, Hydreigon is something to watch out for just because of Levitate, so gotta keep that in mind. Next up, I would love a Stealth Rock setter in addition to this because I want to overwhelm them with hazards before trying to have a ton of fun with the breakers right now. But let's keep that in mind. I also want to look for just a special breaker to complement Galarian Darmanitan's physical presence on the team. Let's see. What could I add from here as a special attacker? Nasty Plot Hydreigon is actually really good, but I've already used Hydreigon twice, and this is like my 5th video in Sword and Shield. I don't really want to use it a 3rd time right now. I actually was told Choice Specs Jolteon's pretty nice, but unfortunately Hidden Power and Signal Beam are both not things in this generation, so I don't really want to opt for that either. So I'm going to leave Jolteon off the board. What good special attacker could I run on Sticky Webs, huh? I could run Mew with like Nasty Plot. Not a horrible idea, to be honest. Nasty Plot, Psychic move, Fire move, and then I guess Dazzling Gleam to be able to hit Hydreigon because neither Psychic or Fire does that. I think let's go ahead and do that actually. This could be a really cool Dynamax option too. In case I don't Dynamax Galarian Darmanitan on lead or after webs are up, I could just go ahead and use Nasty Plot Mew to completely break their team apart, so you don't get any new moves, Mew. Like, you don't get random Tail Glow, right? Okay. I actually haven't kept track of what new moves things got, so I just want to be careful. Let's run Nasty Plot, Psychic. Could run Calm Mind too for bulk, but I feel like there's no point under webs. I just want to get as strong as possible. Do I go with Flamethrower or Fire Blast? I'm running Fire Blast just in case it helps out against Aegislash. Like, that thing's pretty bulky when it has the shields up, so gotta be careful. And then I did mention Dazzling Gleam just to help out against Hydreigon. Do I want to run Leftovers or Life Orb? I'm going to opt for Lefties on this Pokemon just because I don't want it getting too worn down. It's not the bulkiest despite the base 100 defenses because I'm running a fully offensive spread, so let's just run Leftovers for the longevity. I feel like at +2 with Dynamax potential it's going to be very strong anyway, so there's really no point to running any sort of Life Orb on that thing. From here, I still really want that Stealth Rock setter like I mentioned. Clefable's cool, but it's really passive for webs, so I feel like there's no point. Claydol could be another good option, but I mean, it is a ground immunity, so you never know, but I don't know, I feel like it's really weak, right? What are Claydol's offenses? Yeah, 70 is not that great. What could be really good as a Stealth Rock setter? I mean, that would also be a Rapid Spinner. That's the thing that makes me want to run Claydol, but I think I'll leave Claydol off the board for today. What else could Stealth Rocks? I mean, obviously Excadrill is right there, right? I'm not going to use Excadrill again, despite how good it is. Seismitoad, ooh. I just talked about things being not very strong, but I feel like a bulky Seismitoad can probably live any one hit, and it does, I believe, get access to Toxic, right? So that can just wear down Galarian Corsola very nicely. I'm going to go ahead and do that with Water Absorb. It also helps out against rain. Obviously, Gyarados does get Power Whip now, so that doesn't really help out against that Pokemon, but against all the other rain threats like Barraskewda, I can definitely see this doing a lot of work, so let's run a Fizz Def Seismitoad with, I guess, minus speed, because I'm probably going to have both Earthquake and Scald on this, alongside the Stealth Rocks. Stealth Rocks are there, and then we'll just make you Leftovers as well. I guess I could run like a Focus Sash one, but I really feel as though there's no point. I want to check, by the way, I have to run 31 IVs on Mew, right? Yep. So let's go ahead and fix that right now, make sure that that's valid, and yeah. From here, we have 2 slots left. We have a physical breaker as a setup Pokemon, and then we have these, special breaker as the setup Pokemon, and the physical Galarian Darmanitan. I would love some sort of late game cleaner. Honestly, this is something I like to do with webs a lot, and you might find it kind of odd, but I really like adding choice scarfers on sticky webs, so... What are good choice scarf options for sticky webs? I could run Gardevoir, that could be a cool option. Haxorus is a cool dragon, but... I don't know, I don't want it getting affected by other webs. Hydreigon's kind of perfect here, huh? I've already used Hydreigon so many times though, and I did just mention I don't want to use it again. Let's come back to Hydreigon. Any other cool choice scarfers that I could run? Noivern's cool, but I'm really not trying to rely on Hurricane. Yeah, Hurricane sounds like a horrible move to rely on hitting right now. Especially considering how offensive the meta is. I feel like if you miss one Hurricane, you're just done for, so let's not go for that. Choice Scarfer. I mean, Hydreigon seems to be the only option right now. Hydreigon, I mean, Defog's not a move, right? So I couldn't run Defog on Hydreigon. But I could still just run, like, U-Turn, Draco, Dart. I'm gonna do it. Like, I'm just gonna stick with Hydreigon. It's the best bet right now. It's immune to opposing webs, and it provides all the speed control and another special attacker. So I'm just gonna go ahead and run Hydreigon with these 3 attacks and Scarf. Yeah, I'm gonna stick with Choice Scarf Hydreigon right now with a max special attack, max speed Timid, and run 4 and Spadef. At least it's not Hawlucha or Excadrill. I will give myself that, but Hydreigon is really kind of overused in the metagame right now. Let's see, 1 slot left. I just realized I'm earning web, so maybe a ghost type will help me out. I used Cofagrigus yesterday on Trick Room. I don't think that's going to be a very good, viable possibility right now. Who else could be a good ghost type? I could run the Poltegeist again with like the Sash Shell Smash, but I feel like there's no point in doing that when it's likely that when I'm getting up webs, they're going to get up their own hazards, so I probably don't want to rely on a Pokemon that's just going to get O-Code when the Focus Sash is gone, so no real point there. Chandelure could be cool. I mean, I don't really have... Do I have a Ghost or Fire? I don't really have any of that yet. This looks like it should be Fire type because of the sprite, but it's actually an Ice type. Very interesting, but... Ghost type Pokemon. I really want a Ghost on this team, just because I want to be able to Spin Block. What else is there? Chandelure, Gengar... I haven't used Aegislash yet, and this, correct me if I'm wrong, this acquired Close Combat as well, right? It did. Okay, I've decided. I used Close Combat Crawdaunt yesterday, we're using Close Combat Aegislash today. With, you got Autotomized, right? Yep. So Double Dance? Question mark? Or do I just run Autotomized King Shield? I feel like Double Dance is just better with Shadow Claw. So this is a great spin blocker, and I could run a Shikaberry to lure Excadrill too, right? Although I feel like at that point, wouldn't I just run Air Balloon? I feel like Air Balloon's just better, completely wall Excadrill, because if they Earthquake into the switch in, then I'm not living another one, so... I'm just gonna run Air Balloon to help take on Excadrill, because Excadrill's the best spinner in the tier right now. I want to make sure that I can reliably switch into any sort of attack it does, so... Let's go ahead and run that with, I guess, just max speed, max speed. Its speed here is not that great, so despite the fact that I have webs, I'm going to run Jolly on this Pokemon, and then runs 4 in Spadef, and yeah, that looks good to me, so... Stand Change is a thing. I think we have all the correct abilities. Let me just double check. Water Absorb, Shield Dust, Guerrilla Tactics, and yeah, looks good to me. Obviously, we can make any changes that we want to while I am battling. Yeah, let's get started. Alright, I have a game right here. This guy has absolutely no Darmanitan response, which I absolutely love. I'm going to lead off with my Ribombee, as they lead off with their Ferrothorn. What I can do right now is just go right for webs. I could also choose to hard withdraw and just not get up my webs because they're going to get up rocks, but... I really think if I can get up both webs and rocks, it doesn't really matter what hazards they get up, so let's go ahead and commit to this right now. It's a bit scary because my Darmanitan will have limited switch-ins, but it's not the end of the world. Obviously, if they double hazard stack me right here, if they're rocks and spikes, I might reconsider, but let's first see what they're doing right now. I mean, I don't think I can reconsider, right? I don't have any hazard control, so I guess I'm just committing right here to webs throughout the game. Do they have any rapid spinners? I don't think Morpeko gets it. Dragapult definitely does not. And Ditto can't copy anything that I have, so yeah, I think I'm good right here to keep webs up for the entirety of the game. Unless they choose to defog with the Mandibuzz, so we do exchange hazards there, which is perfectly okay. What I want to do now is get in my... Let's get in my Mew, as they go right for knockoff and get rid of my leftovers. Not the best, but it could be worse. It should be very obvious what sort of move I have right here. I'm gonna Nasty Plot. As they click Protect the Scout. Perfect. I love that. And now what I can do is just hit him up with a Fire Blast, and As long as I hit this, something's dying. If I miss, then I'm dead, so yeah. They go hard Mandibuzz. That did 41, but I do carry Dazzling Gleam, which is really nice for me right now. That should be able to knock this out at +2. Are we serious? Spit-F Mandibuzz is way too good at the game. I mean, it's not the biggest deal ever, but I'm really surprised. I'll just click Dazzling Gleam again, because my Ribombee Sash is still intact, so this doesn't really matter. I'm curious as to what they're going to do. Are they going to Dynamax here just to live? I don't think it would, though. They could go, like, Unaware Clef, potentially. That wouldn't be a bad play. Yeah, that's probably what they should do. Go Clef here. But, like, Mandibuzz is basically dead, and I'm ensuring that it's knocked out right now. I'm not clicking Psychic Predicting. I'm not going to risk a Fire Blast miss. Dazzling Gleam is always the play. Yep, they do go Clefable. That is definitely the correct play. Never mind, they are Magic Guard. Yikes, that took a little bit too much. Yep, let's hit him up with the Psychic now. Just knock out that Clefable. Beautiful. I think I might just straight up Dynamax and whatever comes in. Yeah, I don't know yet. They go Dragapult. Okay, I can't really do that against this. What I can do against Dragapult is go... Do I just stay in? I could also go I'm gonna go Spit-F Toad. Okay, they go for U-turn. That's fine. They reveal that they are Life Orb, which is perfectly okay. Mandibuzz is basically dead now, so that's really nice. Anybody can kill it. I just gotta make sure that it doesn't get in on a Pokemon that is faster than to defog whenever I get webs back up. So Ferrothorn is going to hit the field. I want to go hard Ribombee here and match their hazards again, right? Let's go right for these sticky webs. And if they go hard Mandibuzz, then I can just Moonblast after. They might go hard Ditto. Like, I would just go hard Ditto and get webs on my side of the field. Oh, it's in the hangry mode now. I can't flinch to Fake Out due to my ability, so I think I can just probably Bug Buzz. Or actually, Moonblast is stronger. Okay, never mind. They didn't even go for Fake Out. So I get to keep my Sash intact, which is really good. They really should go Ditto and get webs up of their own. That's what I think they should commit to right now. But, like, who even abuses that? I guess Dragapult, but... I mean, right here I can just knock this out with Moonblast. Because I'm immune to Dragon Darts, so I wouldn't get hit twice by anything, and that'll be able to knock that out. And yeah, this should be a wrap now. I don't think they have a win con that can reverse sweep me. I mean, they would have to, like, copy somebody who can, like... Dynamax and then get a ton of kills, but I'm not going to let that happen. They go Pharaoh. I think my best play is just to Bug Buzz. Let them knock me out there, as they go ahead and knock off my Focus Sash. Let's just hit him up again. Yeah, really odd plays, but... I mean, hey, I'll take it. That'll put them below. Why is that doing so much damage? I guess they're like Max Fizz Def. I get a drop and they get the miss, so that's kind of unfortunate, because this will kill, right? Doesn't kill, okay. Well, what I want to do... Actually, let's see Aegislash do something. Come on. I'm going to go right for the Shadow Claw here. As they sack Mandibuzz off. They're going to go Ditto and probably try to Dynamax, but they're slower, so I should be good. Nope, they go Ferrothorn. Just knock that boy out. And then we're going to get the Dynamax off right now and try to knock this thing out. Yep, let's go right for Max Phantasm, and that should be able to pick up the kill. They didn't get caught in sticky webs, which is unfortunate, but... I mean, I can still click this. I have Hydreigon at the end of the day. Okay, they're able to knock me out. I'm fine, though. Because... What moves did I have? I think all I need to do right now is wait until this runs out, and then Hydreigon comes in and wraps it up. What I'll do first is go Toad. And just hit him up with the Earthquake. As Max Knuckle doesn't knock me out, but yeah, that just stalls out another turn, and then Hydreigon will have this. I don't carry Shadow Sneak, so there's no reason to worry about that. Max Knuckle did nothing, by the way. That's kind of sad. They go for Phantasm, and yeah, now I can just go Hydreigon and call that a GG. Yep, I will be right back. I'm like really surprised that Darmanitan was the only Pokemon that didn't come out that game, considering how good of a matchup it had. What I can do right here is lead Ribombee, as they lead right with the Darmanitan. What I love right here is that if they're Choice Scarf, I cannot get flinched, and I will find out what their item is. So let's just go right for the Sticky Webs. As they go right for Rock Slide, cannot flinch me, and I know they're locked into that, so that is amazing right now, because I can just get in Seismitoad after on the next Rock Slide, and my best play right here is to go right for the... I'm going to double into my Darm, predicting Corviknight, I think. I want to prevent this defog if possible. Yep, I'm able to catch the Corviknight coming in, and I just have to click Flare Blitz, right? I mean, nothing really wants to come in on that anyway, so let's do it. They might even choose to Dynamax, but no, they just give it to me. I don't think that crit mattered. It's like Choice Band Gorilla Tactics, and it's a super effective hit. Like, come on. Let's see who comes in next, though. They go Cinderace, which is on heavy duty boots, so it's immune to the webs. I actually didn't know that's how that worked. I thought it was just entry hazards that do damage, but I was mistaken. I can just go Toad here, as they court change them to me, so that's pretty cool, I guess. I don't really care though, my Scarfer is immune to webs, and that's obviously my best Pokemon at this point, so... Let's try to... Let's get a Brox here, as they go Hardcore Sola. I do carry Toxic, so that's really nice. I can Toxic this, right? Weak Armor, Cursed Body. I don't see anything that would stop me from Toxicking it, so let's go for it. As they go right for a Will-O-Wisp. Not really too big of a deal. I can probably just go to... Do I really want to switch out? Let's get webs back on their side. That's what I'm thinking. Yeah, before those rocks go up too. Now, I'm going to match their hazards, and that's going to be really nice here. Especially since this is getting worn down. Yep, we both have rocks and webs on each side of the field, which would make court change useless, so I really value that. And now what I can do is just get a Hydreigon, and Hydreigon's going to do a lot of work. Yeah, let's go right for the Dark Pulse. I'll be able to knock them out there. Ditto is going to come in, obviously. If I had Dynamax, would that be better or worse? No, they go to Cinderace. I feel like I Dynamax here and go for Max Rimwind. They also chose to Dynamax, so we both did no damage. I mean, I did a bit more than them, so that's kind of cool. I'll go right for Max Rimwind again. I'm glad I matched their Dynamax, because I should win this exchange, and then... I guess, like, Ditto can't do much against me after, because it'll have to lock one move. Yep, I'm able to win that exchange. Now they basically... I mean, I guess they could go Darmanitan if they really want to, but... I feel like that's just going to die. Yeah, I think they have to go Ditto and lock one move, which is going to be really nice for me to know what that move is. So they take the Speed Drop, and then they Imposter. So this will obviously be able to knock me out. I don't really see the point in preserving this Pokemon. What's funny is I think they have to Draco to knock me out. I don't even think they can Dark Pulse through a Dynamax. Yeah, they tried to Dark Pulse through it, but that's not going to work out for them. I kind of understand the play though, because at that point you should just go for the flinch. Or the crit, but even a crit wouldn't have knocked me out there. They go Aegislash. This definitely has Shadow Sneak, I guess, so... Although, maybe not, because they probably would have brought it out earlier. No, it does, okay. However, I can choose to go to Darm. I feel like Darm dies, so let's not. Let's instead just go to Toad. Earthquake is not a contact move, so I don't think it'll be affected by King Shield. Yep. And now what I can do is just Earthquake through them. They should be faster than me, of course. Oh, never mind. They're really that slow, okay. Earthquake did absolutely nothing, by the way. That's kind of sad. I can't lose to Darm, because I have, like, my own Darm and Mew. And AG, so they can't lock one move. It's just about knocking out this Aegislash in time, so... They're obviously going to do that. Let's go right for Earthquake again. Man, Burnt Seismitoad is really weak, huh? Okay, what's my best play? I think because I'm in shield form, my best play is to go out into you and Autotomize right here. Because they're obviously going to King Shield. Yep, got him. And now what I can do is just hit him up with the Shadow Claw. And if it doesn't knock it out, Mew plus Darm should have the game from there. It didn't knock it out, but Mew should have this secured now. Maybe I have to hit a Fire Blast, though, which is really scary, I'm not gonna lie, but... What I'll do here is go right for a Nasty Plot. Just to ensure I knock out Darm after, because I'll live one hit here. So yeah, now all I have to do is... I don't know if Psychic kills, I'm gonna try to hit a Fire Blast. And then I can just Psychic through Darm. But yeah, we both have webs. I am Timid Mew, so I will outspeed the Darm. I really don't know other Psychic kills. That's the problem. It's base 150 defenses. I'm just gonna Fire Blast and hope I hit. Come on, Mew. They tried to Shadow Sneak. That wasn't the game-winning play. They should have Shadow Clawed or something. Or Shadow Balled and gone off the miss. But yeah, because of my Nasty Plot boost, I can knock out Darmanitan. Yep, let's go right for Psychic. They go for a flinch, but I mean, even that wasn't going to be a good win con because Darm was still too healthy. Actually, Darm would have died, so maybe I could have lost there off a flinch, but I'll be right back. Alright, I have another game right now. This guy has like a really cool team, and then he has Gyarados and Komodo, which are like the two best Pokemon, or one of the best in the tier. At least Gyarados is. I don't know if Klinger's Soul is too viable, but I really like Hydreigon lead right now as they lead off with their Colossal. What are Colossal stats? How good is it Spadaf? Colossal. Because they're just gonna go for rocks, right? I could choose the Draco, but I'm just gonna U-turn into Ribombee before these rocks go up. And try to match that with webs. They don't have a Cinderace, right? Okay. Yep, rocks do go on the field. Rockfire, that's a really annoying typing. I mean, obviously it's really weak to... Oh, it gets spikes? Okay. This was not part of the plan. Okay, let's bring you in. I'm just gonna match their hazards. I mean, at the end of the day, my Hydreigon doesn't care about hazards, and I'm just gonna try to not switch out. Yeah, when this happens, you just gotta play it to where you don't switch as much. That's basically the idea. Let's go right for Earthquake and nearly knock that out. They go for Rock Slide, and it does absolutely nothing. It's followed up with Scald for the kill. Yeah, I can't really switch it on this game because those hazards are going to be too overwhelming. Why did Garrett... Oh, it turns power up, right. Okay, let's be careful. Let's go to you. They opt to go ahead and Dragon Dance. I'm going to Dynamax here. Go right for Max Rimwind. Just in case they Dynamax as well. Okay, they waste my Dynamax turn, which is really annoying. I'm not going to lie, but that's going to do nothing. It did a decent amount, but I knock out the Gyarados, and I think that is the more important thing. Yep, can't switch. That's all there is to it. Actually, didn't they just lose to Darm? Like, for right now. If I had my Icicle Crashes, because I feel like all of these guys die. I mean, they still have their Dynamax, so you never know, but... They go to Frostmoth. This thing is on heavy duty boots, okay? Makes sense. I do have Max Flare. Does that just straight up Boko? Goodbye. Okay, I think I'm good. Because I can just Max Flare you. Surfetched, I guess I'll take the drops. Like, it's not the end of the world. They should just Dynamax, yeah, like, start actually preventing my kills. That took it okay. My best play here is... It's 251 speed. You know what, let's try this. Let's see if this can wrap it up for us. I took so much from hazards there. But Darm will outspeed, and it should be able to knock out these last few guys. This is ridiculously strong. That'll kill, and as long as I hit against these two, the game is ours with Darm. Yeah, I basically never switched out this game after I saw those spikes. I wasn't familiar with Colossal, so I didn't know that it got both hazards, but this will not die as well. They knock me out, but... And I can just go to Ribombee here and Moonblast her game. Let's end it off with the Web Setter. Yeah, I mean, this should die, right? It's 4 times weak to it. Unfortunately, the Galarian Darmanitan didn't get the kill. Kinda sad. I wanted to see it wrap up the game for us, but I guess it doesn't really matter. Are they just gonna play it for timer? Like, there's nothing they can do here. Okay, they go ahead and click their move, and yeah, I will be right back. Alright, I have another game right here. We have opposing webs now, which is really cool. There is a maneuver I want to make right here, and that is lead off with Hydreigon, on Galvantula, U-turn out into Ribombee, knock it out, then get up webs. Assuming they don't go Excadrill after, but they should. If they do, then I'll just go hard into my Aegislash. Yep, but I go to Ribombee here. Why do I feel like that's not going to die? Let's go for webs. They go for Volt. I mean, if Excadrill comes out, I'm just going to go hard Aegislash, right? Prevent the spin. I am on an air balloon, so it makes it very safe, which I'm very happy about. I'm curious as to who else they could bring in. I guess Charizard. I just realized I got up webs for, like, not a lot of Pokemon. They're on a balloon, too. I'm gonna go Aegislash here. I don't want the webs going away. I think I have to match it to maintain speed control against a Dragapult. Although that's clear body. Why did I get up webs this... Why are they trying to spin? I guess it's for Grimmsnarl. That would be the one thing. But yeah, what I can do right here is... I want to say just close combat, as they just straight up let me knock them out. Okay. I'll take it. Who comes in here? Charizard? I'll go hard Toad, I guess, on Charizard. But yeah, webs versus webs. Let's see who comes out on top. They do go Charizard. Yeah, I think Toad is always the best maneuver. Should be able to take it on relatively well. Unless they have, like, Solar Beam, which would be really sad. Never mind, the Hurricane just does insane amounts of damage, I guess. That's actually kind of a yikes. Why is that so strong? Do I Dynamax here and try to live? I feel like I'm just not going to live at all and it's going to be sad. They go for Max Flare and get up the zone. What am I supposed to do? Go to you and hope... I guess I'll go to you because you're immune to the webs and Dynamax. Yeah, I'm going to match their Dynamax with the Dynamax. That's all I can think to do here. Yeah, I'm genuinely lost as to what I'm supposed to do now. If they have a way to knock me out here, I think I just lose. No, they go for Max Flare. That doesn't even 2-hit KO. They should have gone for the other one. But yeah, now I'm kind of ahead. Let's click this again. Actually, wait a minute. They have Grimmsnarl. I'm going to Darkness just in case they go hard Grimmsnarl. I mean, it's not going to make too big of a difference. It's still a 4x resist, but might as well get some damage on it. Okay, never mind. They just straight up killed with that, huh? Yeah, they got lost. I gotta hope somebody... I guess you'll live. You should live one. Psychic. Yeah, that's kind of a yikes. They suck the Galvantula, which is kind of nice. They kept the 16% Zard. But yeah, I don't see how I come back from this. Maybe my Aegislash without Totemize can do something, but I honestly doubt it. Why did this come in now? Oh, it's because Solar Power Boosted Fire Blast is broken. Okay. What do I do? I guess I'll go to you. I mean, everybody else dies, so... Let's attempt Autotomize and see whether that can win me the game. Does that just kill? It just straight up kills. Okay, Charizard. GG. I will be right back. Okay, this player here has Obstagoon Sticky Webs, which I know gets Guts, so I really want to check the speed stat on that first and foremost. Base 95 speed. It is very strong. Really gotta keep that in mind because it speed ties with my Darm. Let's lead off with Ribombee. We're just gonna do the exact same thing, I guess. I mean, hey, I'm down, dude. Let's go for it. Okay. Can I win this one? I do not win that one. Unfortunately. Let's go to Hydreigon and just click... just Flamethrower. Very safe play. I knock them out. They know I'm Choice Scarf now, which does really suck, but I think the fact that I have a Choice Scarf Hydreigon and they have probably no Choice Scarfer is gonna win me this game. This is way too good. Inteleon comes out. I can go hard Seismitoad. Choice Spec Ice Beam is pretty strong, huh? However, this does allow me to get up my rocks, and that's the more important thing, I feel. Especially because I know what that set is. I should just be able to win with Aegislash straight up. It'll just let them knock me out. That has to be Choice Spec, so I can just go to you. Click Autotomize here. Click Swords Dance next. As they defog, I don't think that's going to save you the game. Do I Autotomize one more time? How fast am I? 480. Inteleon, where are you? 372, I'm fine. They go out into their Rotom. I can follow it up with Max Knuckle just to get the KO. So we probably are going to see an Aegislash sweep right here, which is really nice. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this just wins. Obstagoon does not get Sucker Punch, I believe. I've checked this before. They go Inteleon. This is going to Dynamax Phantasm. They can probably Dynamax here and maybe save them the game right now, but I still think I'm quite ahead at this point. So they do Dynamax. Let's see how much damage I... Okay. Didn't even matter. Balanced mechanic, by the way. Goodbye. And yeah, they run. I will be right back. Alright, I have another game right here. This guy has a Dracozolt, which is very cool. He also has the double lead core, so gotta watch out for that. Let's lead off with the Ribombee. As they lead off with the Ribombee, I'm going to go right for the Sticky Webs, of course, and then follow it up with a Moonblast. Ideally, I win the second speed tie if they opt to stay in, but they might go hard Excadrill. I will go hard into my Aegislash on that. I don't really care if they go hard Drill, because then I could just break its Sash and then go hard Ag. Okay, come on, Ribombee, win this one. This is the important one, come on. You got this, Ribombee. Nope, loses both of them. I don't know why I'm surprised, though. Let's go for Flamethrower. I'm able to knock them out. I'm not going to let Drill spin, so like, there's no point in them trying, I guess. I guess we could go to Drill, Iron Head, and then Earthquake through my Aegislash, but I still will go hard Aegislash. Yeah, like, what sucks is I had to reveal my Scarf right there, so Kind of annoying, but it's okay. I think as long as I keep Hydreigon healthy, I won't be losing to Aegislash right now, so I'll be able to check that. In fact, Dark Pulse is actually very spammable through their team, so Hydreigon's probably the win condition here. Curious as to who they bring in. I mean, they know I'm locked into it. They go Corviknight. I'm gonna go Toad. What are they trying to do? Bulk up and then Dynamax? I could also go Hard Aegislash here, but I don't want that taking the air balloon. I don't want that air balloon popping, so maybe what I could do is just Dynamax myself and Flamethrower. Do I just start to pressure with this here? You know what, I'm doing it. Let's see what Hydreigon can do. Hydreigon, come through it. I'll be able to do a lot of damage to Corviknight. They tried to double to Excadrill. Doesn't work out for them. Yeah, I wasn't going to let them spin. Yep, I'm able to knock them out. I actually should have clicked something else there, but I guess it doesn't really matter. Now they have to respond with their own Dynamax, basically. That seems to be the thing. Yeah, I'll be right back. Alright, I have another game right here. My opponent has the Hatterene, which does have Magic Bounce, so I have to be very careful when clicking Sticky Webs. What I'll do is lead off with my Seismitoad as they lead Scorch. I don't know if this thing gets Grass moves, but I'm just gonna Toxic. Actually, I'm just gonna Earthquake in case Hatterene comes in. Yeah, I think that's the best play. Although, yeah, I'm just gonna Earthquake. See what exactly they do. They should go Hatterene, I feel, but I don't really know what they want to do. The damage on Hatterene is going to be great for Hydreigon, though, but they have Double Fairy, which is kind of annoying for that. If anything, I think Galarian Darmanitan is going to be my best Pokemon here. Yeah, they switch on to Hatterene. That did a lot. Hold up. What? Why did that do so much? Oh, they choose to Dynamax it there. Oh, this gets some sort of Grass move. I have no idea what, but that's unfortunate. Okay, what do I do about this? I guess I'll go to you and just Dynamax up as well. I know this thing gets Mystical Fire, so I think I have to Dynamax to be able to live that. Yeah, I'm going to try to take the kill. I mean, they don't really have... What's their Ghost Resist? They don't have one. Yeah, everybody's going to get blown away, so... I'm curious as to how they respond. Yeah, what I don't want happening right here is my Shadow Claw doing nothing, and then they just knock me out with Mystical Fire. I think I have to match their Dynamax with my own, so this should kill, right? This is... Oh, they go for Max Guard. Okay. Good play. Doesn't really matter, though. Like, you stalled out both of our... I guess you stalled out one turn of my Dynamax, and yours is about to die anyway if you stay in, so... That's kind of good for them. Let's see. But if they stay in, this is dead now. Unless they get double Max Guard, which... I don't think... It works like Protect, right? You could just get... It's a chance, so... Let's see. Grassy is up, so Excadrill is going to have a hard time revenging me, especially because I still have a balloon intact, so they have to waste a turn, and they'll probably die that turn. So they just give me the Dragapult. Ideally, it's not Focus Sash randomly. Why is it Sash, dude? What is that? Why are you Focus Sash Dragapult? That's so random. I mean, I think with Dynamax HP, I should live one Shadow Ball, so I'm just going to go for Max Phantasm. I guess I should... No, this is a Ghost type. Stop it. Oh, they try to call my switch out, but I'm just trying to take the kill on that dude. I mean, you could say that was a bad play, but I did want Dragapult out of the way because it's of speed control, and I'm pretty sure Aegislash with the HP could have been able to take that. They go Drill here, so I guess they just wanted to break my balloon. I have no King Shield, which is really unfortunate here. Let's go to Hydreigon. Mold Breaker Earthquake does a critical hit. It's kind of annoying. Gonna go for U-turn. Why do you have to crit me? Okay, hold up. With that thing out of the way, Hatterene is looking kind of set. I mean, they still have the faster Barraskewda, but... We'll go to you on the rocks. They should go to Hatterene here. There's no reason they should let me get up webs. I'm gonna Bug Buzz. Although they could just Rapid Spin here. Like, that's a good play as well. I'm gonna go back to Hydreigon as they Rock Tomb. Okay, but I have the Flamethrower. Yeah, I think if I want to win this game, it's going to have to be Mew. So, that didn't kill? Okay, that's why you're on Fire Blast, I guess. Lesson learned. Yeah, let's go here into... We go Darm, but I feel like I'm risking a miss at that point, and that's not smart. Whatever, we're doing it. I'm gonna hit. This has missed too many times today. I'm gonna hit, and then I'm gonna force out Scorch after. Nice. Or I guess Barraskewda could come out. I should have really kept my Toad healthier for Barraskewda, huh? Yeah, because that's coming in here. This thing is a problem. What is Barraskewda's attack? Barraskewda. Why is that so strong? It's faster than Ribombee too, huh? Do I keep this guy? Yeah, I should. I'm gonna go Hard Age Slash. They try to close combat. Perfect. Okay. That works out. The defenses are horrible too, so I'm very happy about this. Yeah, let's just Shadow Claw. Okay, I live Crunch. This would be where Shadow Sneak would be really nice, but unfortunately I don't have it. They may choose to not click a physical attack due to the potential of King Shield. That would be like best case scenario here. Nope, they just don't care. Yeah, I think this thing just wins. Like, I think I have to go to Mew and take the hit. Mew will take 1, but I feel like that was my win condition this game. Unless, like, my Darmanitan can OHKO Scorch, but I don't think it will. Yeah, I just click Psychic. Okay, they gave it to me, so maybe if Darmanitan can come through against Scorch. What is that thing's bulk like? Scorch. Okay, it's not that bulky on the defensive side, so if Icicle Crash can take care of that, it should be able to wrap up the other two as well. Now, obviously, there are other factors, like if there's Choice Scarf on that is an issue. I think I lose at that point. Yeah, base 65 defense is not that good. They go Clef. I think I take damage, then go Darmanitan for the revenge kill. They get a Wish Up. Gonna Nasty Plot that turn because I know what they're gonna pass it to. Now what I can do is attempt to hit Fire Blast and put this in range of Darm. I'm curious, what was the value of getting this back into the game? Giga Drain is the move it gets. Okay, good to know. I'm gonna try to hit another one and get the kill. And then ideally they try to get Scorch in after. Okay, perfect. Now if they go Scorch, I get the damage I need for Darmanitan's Icicle Crash, and I should be able to wrap this game up with Darm. Yep, they go Scorch. Let's see how fast they are. Or if they're Choice Scarf. Please don't be Choice Scarf. They're not Choice Scarf. Okay, I think I have this. Because Darm just comes in and wraps it up with 2 Icicle Crashes, right? Is there a better way to go about this? No. I think I just go for 2 Icicle Crashes. I could Flare Blitz. But then I'm giving that thing a wish, and that's not smart. I'm just gonna Icicle Crash. They try to get that in. Meaning now what I can do is just switch out, come back in, and wrap it up with Darms with an accurate version of an attack. So let's get in Ribombee. I don't think this has a way of boosting up its speed, so now what I can do is get in Darm, click Earthquake, and I think, what's your abilities? Nothing to prevent that. I'm just gonna Blitz. Flash Fire. That's not something I'm really glad I cancelled there. Let's click Earthquake. I was looking at White Smoke and Flame Body. I did not even look at Flash Fire. But yeah, that is going to be the win in my favor. I will be right back. Alright, I have another game right here. This is likely going to be the last one. My opponent is very weak to Galarian Darmanitan, if I can predict correctly. They are also very weak to Nasty Plot Mew under webs, as well as just Aegislash in general, so this is a very doable game. I want to prioritize webs, so I'm going to lead off with this. So this is weird. Do I risk Stun Spore? I'm going to do it. That's why I don't risk Stun Spore. Let's go ahead and go Hydreigon here. And just click Scarf Dark Pulse. I can still get up webs later, but that's really annoying. Okay, that's able to take my hit. Yeah, if I hit Stun Spore, either I get up webs and I'm in such a good spot, but I knew the risks going into that exchange. I should have just clicked webs, I guess. Let's go for Toxic. Oh, let's go for Rocks. As Rimwine does a lot, huh? But they're using their Dynamax early to break through my team, so I think I might get the upper hand later. They Phantasm there, I guess in case I go to Aegislash. Okay, so they did a very heavy amount of damage to my team. I can bring this in though. If I just Dynamax back on them. Okay, let's not do it yet. Let's first click Crash. As they go hard Toxapex, now let's Max Quake. and start to do some work here. They kept the Dragapult, which was smart, I must admit, but I am here now, and I'm just going to do a ton of damage with my Dynamax, if you don't mind. At least I think this will do a lot of damage. They already used their Dynamax. I don't think they have the best ways to revenge me here. Let's go right for Flare. Doesn't even knock it out. That's kind of sad. Let's go for Flare again. They go to Tyranitar. However, what I can do is just get a kill now with Icicle Crash. Yep, this will die to 2 of these. Nice, and I've prevented the weather. They can go to Dragapult here and click a fire move, I guess. But I have a SpF boost, so it's not going to kill me, and I think I just sweep with the Icicle Crash at that point. So yeah, they go to Clef. I'm just going to Crash here, like... It just killed, okay. Darmanitan. Yep, I live a hit from this. And they just missed anyway. But even under Sun, with this SpF boost, I'm pretty sure that just lives the hit straight up. So that was pretty quick, so I will be right back. Alright, I have another game right here. My opponent has a Conkeldurr, which is very interesting. I've heard good things about that in this metagame, so maybe I want to give that a shot at some point. Mach Punch is really strong against Galarian Darmanitan. What I want to do here is lead off with Seismitoad, as they lead Ribombee. Let's get out of here. That's a thought. Let's go to Ribombee. They're probably just going to go for like Drum Beating or whatever. And then I can just get up webs. Maybe I should have just led Ribombee, but I didn't think they would lead Ribombee. What if they're Choice Scarf? Could that 2-hit KO? Nobody run. It's Choice Scarf Ribombee a thing. What is your speed? It's like 85, right? That looks like 85 base speed. 85, yeah. Okay, U-turn's a bit annoying because they're going to bring in... Oh, they don't even bring out something that prevents my webs. Goes for Rocks. I will keep this around, go into my Seismitoad, and click Rocks of my own. No reason not to. Yep, they try to go for the KO. I can just get up my own Rocks here. They go Whimsicott. I think my play against Whimsicott is Hard Aegislash. Whimsicott does get Shadow Ball, so I have to be careful, but... I don't know if they would just click that right off the bat right now. Oh, they have Leech Seed, okay. I think I Swords Dance, and try to go for a KO. I'm like pretty fast, and everybody's gonna get pretty worn down here, so... If I Swords Dance and just Dynamax up, I should be able to break through their team pretty nicely right now. Between like Max Knuckles and all that, I'm immune to Mach Punch, which is great. I'm just going to Dynamax here and Max Phantasm, just in case they try to Dynamax as well. I think that's the play. Also, I don't know how much it takes from Shadow Sneak, so gotta be careful. Yep, I'm able to just clean knock that out right there. And I can just break through their team with this right now. This might be another really quick game, but I don't want to just keep on dragging the live out, so I'll probably end it off after this one anyway. Yeah, everybody's just gonna die. I can Max Knuckle you, and I can just Max on all the others. I guess I'll Max Knuckle Steelix as well, but yeah, I don't see an out for them. Doesn't everybody... I guess they could go out into like Steelix and Dynamax themselves. That's all I could think of. They go Steelix. That's the correct play. You have to Dynamax here, right? Does it even take my hit, though? That's 758 attack. That's really high. Yeah, they click Steelix, they Dynamax it. Let's see how much it takes. Okay, ate it up. Wow. Steelix is a bit bulkier than I thought. Or than I remembered. Let's go to you. They clicked Max Darkness, by the way. I guess they have, like, Crunch or something. Let's go for Scald. Okay, at least we have an actual game here still. I'm curious, will they leave in the Steelix? They don't, okay. They go hard Whimsicott. I think that's the correct play. Even though you're Dynamax, I don't think it's worth keeping that in. I think I can probably just win this game with Mew now. Let's go for that. Let's go into Darm here. Try to pick up a KO. I don't know what they're going to do. Probably just Leech Seed again, but they could click the Grass move this time. They actually missed Leech Seed that time. That kind of sucks. I'm just gonna crash. I don't know, like, what is Colossal's defense? It's very high, right? Colossal? Yeah, 120. I could Earthquake. I'm gonna Earthquake. They should go Colossal. I feel like it's a choke though if they just don't. I don't want it coming in for free. I'm just gonna Icicle Crash. Yeah, I think if I play the safe, Mew should win. With the nasty plot and its combination of moves. Yeah, they go Colossal. That actually took a good amount, to be honest. Like, I'm not sad about that damage. And at the end of the day, I do have a safe switch into this Pokemon using Darm. Sorry, Seismitoad, not Darm. I could also choose to stay in, but I don't think that was worth it. And yeah, now what I can do is just Earthquake. I'm not going to double out, not going to do any of that. I think the key right now is just keep Mew in the back, and Mew should be able to do this for me. Yep, they go right back to Whimsicott. Very obvious switch, but I honestly do not care. Let's go to Darm here. On the lead sheet, good play. However, it does allow me to Icicle Crash, and Colossal will die. Yeah, I got a kill here, finally. I still get a kill, as long as I hit. Come on, Darm, you got this. Just hit. They sack off the cold thing. They're going to go Conkeldurr now. I can still come back in one more time, so it is in my best interest to keep Darm. And I guess sack Ribombee. This guy takes a while. I mean, you don't have a play here besides Conkeldurr, right? Like, do they not have Mach Punch? No, they go Conkeldurr finally. What was that? Okay, I just go to Ribombee on the Mach, and then try to win with. Oh, they really didn't have it. Okay, huh? I'm just gonna Moonblast. Why did you have it, dude? What is that? They go Steelix. That might even die to 2 of these. Look at that. Its spread is very interesting. I don't know why. Like, it's under the hazards. Yeah, I did get that roll. Nice. And I think I'm good now. Like, I don't see what they can do. They can go to Whimsicott here. They go to Ribombee, though. I do have the dual stab. I don't think this gets soundproof, so I should be fine. Does it get some sort of priority I'm missing? I don't think so. And it just dies to a crit. Okay. Yeah, that should be GG. Conkeldurr comes in, I can Moonblast here. Nearly knocks it out, and I guess I did want to end it off with Mew, so let's go to Mew and click Psychic. Yo, hold up, Darm can get this last kill if Mew doesn't kill the Whimsicott. Come on, just sack off the Conk, you don't have another play. There we go. Then Mew comes in. Sorry, Whimsicott. I click Fire Blast. They should just, I guess, lead sheet here. Yep, that nearly knocks them out, and I'll just end it off with Psychic. Yep, Psychic will be able to wrap it up this turn. I guess they can Protect, but it's not going to make a difference. Yeah, they're still trying, but, like, Psychic will kill here. And at the end of the day, I still have ways to revenge this, so it doesn't really matter. Yep, and that is going to be the game. So I did hope you all enjoyed. I don't know why the menu is pulled up, but yeah, you can find the team down below in the description, like I did mention, and I will see you next time. Later.